This section is about one of the most fundamental lessons that I have learned in business, a niche strategy, which is where you take your company and focus it on an underserved segment of the market rather than going after the entire market. Now, there are many benefits to having a niche strategy. The first and foremost is that it's much less expensive to go after a smaller segment of customers than it is to go after the entire market. Similarly, you are much less likely to face competition in this niche because it is underserved. The large competitors in the market may not even notice that you come in because you're going to be small and focused. And even if they notice you, they may not bother responding because you are only targeting a small segment of their customers and they've got other things to focus on. And as you focus on these customers, you can get to know their needs better and build a product that serves those needs better than what else is in the marketplace, which means you'll have better competitive differentiation, which leads to better customer loyalty. And in many cases, those customers are willing to pay higher prices. So you get higher margins. And ultimately, that leads to you being able to win that niche more easily than if you go after the market. And then you have the luxury of saying, okay, do I want to continue to grow with this niche, or do I want to target another niche? And I'm going to show you in the rest of this section example after example of companies that have used a niche strategy to incredible success. Companies like Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, Etsy, all have employed niche strategies, and you'll see the flavors that they followed, the success that they had, so that you can mimic it yourself in your business. Now, what's the alternative to a niche strategy? Well, this is where you go head on towards the competitors that already are in the marketplace and attack the core strategy. You launch a similar product, but in some way you make it better. Maybe you charge a lower price. Maybe you add some features in. Maybe you do some combination of the two to try to compete. But the basic of an attack the core strategy is that it is head on. And this is a very common strategy. I can't tell you the number of business plans that I reviewed from companies claiming to be the next eBay, the next Amazon. And guess what? An attack the core strategy almost always fails. Most of those business plans I reviewed, those companies are gone because you are fighting a dominant competitor who's already entrenched and trying to take its customers from it. This is incredibly hard, and to emphasize this point, I'm going to go through two examples of prominent, large companies who have lots of resources that attempted an attack the core strategy and failed spectacularly. One of them is Google when it launched Google Plus to fight Facebook, and the second is Amazon when it tried to enter the smartphone market with its Amazon Fire Phone and fight Apple and Samsung. Now, before we jump in, I get this question a lot in my classes. You're going to go through examples of companies that are incredibly successful. Facebook and Amazon, and my company doesn't have the resources, the connections, the funding, maybe the luck that those companies had. So how can this apply to me? So let me just be very clear and address this up front. I choose the examples that I choose as learning tools for you because you already understand the companies and their industries very well. So it's easy for you to take the lessons out from those examples rather than me using smaller companies and having to explain what their business is, what they do, what their industry is, and you getting lost in those details. But rest assured, there are tons and tons of examples from my experience of companies of all sizes that have employed a niche strategy to great success. And if you follow everything that I lay out in this course and take your business and focus on a niche, you will have a great opportunity to win and take your business to the next level.